Good evening, everyone. Toastmaster Zena Lewis here. Sergeant at Arms, welcome you all to Inspiron Toastmasters meeting number 251. The mission of the Toastmasters Club is to provide mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every individual member has the opportunity to develop oral and leadership skills, which in turn foster self-confidence and personal growth. A few ground rules before we begin. Please make sure you are seated in a peaceful environment and having good internet connectivity. Please stay on mute as soon as your turn is over. Please do not unmute yourself unless required. Members are requested to keep their video turned on and not to make any unnecessary movements. If you have to do so, kindly turn it off and then turn it on once again. Please avoid talking about taboo topics like sex, politics, and religion. Please use the reaction button to applaud our role takers in case of any queries. Please feel free to use the raise hand option or drop a message on the chat below. On that note, I would like to hand over the proceedings to our president, Toastmaster Fiona Lewis.
Um, Thank you so much, Toastmaster Zena. Fiona wouldn't be able to join us today. So instead, I will be taking over the presiding for today's meeting. Good evening, one and all. Thank you so much for joining us for our 251st meeting, the first meeting for 2021. Thank you all for joining us today. Thank you so much, Toastmaster John, who is our general evaluator. Welcome to our club. Thank you so much, Prajwal from BBC Toastmaster for being our evaluator. Thank you so much, Nikita and Rashmika and Shrikant sir from Manipal Udpi Toastmasters for joining us for today. Thank you so much, Larson, our newest member who has joined us today. Thank you so much. Welcome to our meeting for today. Thank you so much, Itaf, for joining us. He's also our new member. We are going to have a wonderful meeting this evening, the first meeting for 2021. A gentleman was walking through an elephant camp and he spotted the elephants were being chained and kept. All that was holding them back was this chain. But some he saw that these elephants were not chained, but they were loosely kept. Curiously, he asked these mahouts there, and he asked like the or mahout or the trainer. He asked them like, why is that the elephant is still standing there in spite, it's kept loose? The trainer replied, when they are very young and much smaller, we use to tie in a smaller rope, tie them. And as they age, they are so used to it. And as they grow up, they believe that they cannot break away. And they just stand there. The only reason that the elephants weren't breaking free and escaping from the camp was that over time they adopt the belief that it is just was not possible. Dear Toastmasters and guests, no matter how much the world tries to hold you back, always continue with the belief that what you want to achieve is possible. Believing you can become successful is the most important step in actually achieving it. With that note, I once again welcome all of you for this Toastmasters meeting, and I will switch over as the acting president to being the Toastmaster of the day. Well, the topic that we have chosen today is resolutions. Now, have you ever wondered why do people make New Year's resolution? What types of New Year's resolution do people make? Or how did this tradition of New Year's resolution get started? Can anybody guess why do people make? You can unmute yourself and just give me an answer.
For a change.
For a change. Okay. Anybody else?
To have a fresh start.
To have a fresh start? Okay. Normally, it's a promise. It's a promise that a person makes when a new year starts. Regardless of what resolution you commit to, the basic is a goal to improve life in the forthcoming year. The resolution can come in many forms. Some people make a promise to change bad habits, such as quitting smoking or eating less junk food. Others make a promise to develop a positive habit, such as starting exercise programs, volunteering in community, or recycling, and many more. Now, how did this resolution, the concept of resolution, come into picture? Back in 153 BC, it was during the times of Roman emperors that they believed the mythical god called Janus. Janus, from where the month January is originated. Now, the speciality of this mythical god is that he has got two head. One is facing forward and the other one is facing back. Now, because of this special character, the Romans believed or they imagined that going to the god Janus every end of the year, they reflect whatever is done in one year and they pray and they ask for forgiveness for them to get away with all these troubles and move ahead in the next year. The Romans also believed that the god Janus forgave them for their wrongdoing in the previous years, and they promised each other and they promised the god Janus that they would not um, be transgressed or they wouldn't go back into those bad habits, and they asked the blessing from the god Janus. Thus, the New Year's resolution began. Now, I would like to add few more concepts or few more thoughts about the resolution. But before that, to start off with today's meeting, I would like to introduce the Toastmasters meeting, the agenda of how we go about, especially for the ones who have joined newly to our club. The Toastmasters meeting has three parts. The first one is the prepared speeches, wherein a member prepares a speech as per the program that they are into, that is the pathways. and presents it in front of the audience, and further on gets evaluated by the evaluators and get proper corrections, and they get mentored for their performance. The second part is the table topic section, wherein impromptu speaking is a section wherein the members are given a unknown topic and they have to speak for 2 minutes. The third section is the evaluation section, wherein the speeches spoken by the speakers will be evaluated by the evaluators. Now, we have our general evaluator for today, who is from Tripunithara Toastmasters, Toastmaster John Biju. He will introduce his team for us. I request Toastmaster John Biju to introduce yourself as the general evaluator and introduce your tag team. Over to you, Toastmaster John.
Thank you, TM Modi. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening all. So, how many of you have spent a lot of time in front of your mirror? Everyone do, right? Why? To evaluate ourselves. So we always prepare ourselves for everything, and after every preparation, we evaluate ourselves. The same purpose we have in Toastmasters. We evaluate whole meeting, every inch and part of the meeting is evaluated so as to make a better version of ourselves. So to deal with the evaluation, I have a tag team. So I call them as 3 pillars of our Toastmasters. So let's have the introduction of the tag team. The first pillar or the timer is to be dealt by Toastmaster Rashmika. So I invite Toastmaster Rashmika to explain her role as a timer. Ma'am, you are on mute.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster John. And as the General Evaluator rightly said, I'm the first pillar in the tag team, and I as a timer, would be noting down all the duration of each of the speeches, the table topics, and evaluation. As you know, that a Toastmaster is a very timed meeting, and we do so that the speakers speak in a very effective way in the given time, so they don't go overboard, or they don't wrap up in just few words. That's the reason we have time in Toastmasters as well. So what I would be doing is, like for example, a speech, the given time is 5 to 7 minutes. So I'll be sharing the screen. At the end of fifth minute, I would be displaying the green card. I hope it's visible to all the speakers, evaluators, and the probable table topic speakers. All right. And then at the end of sixth minute, I would be displaying the yellow. And at the end of the red, at the end of the 7th minute, I'll be displaying the red. Remember, the red will be displayed until you speak your last word. So do not get please don't panic if the red card is flashed. It's a signal that you may have to wrap up the speech if you've not already started doing that. All right. Likewise, for the table topics, it's 1 to 2 minutes. At the end of 1 minute, it will be green, 1.5 yellow, and 2 red. Likewise, evaluation, it will be 2 to 3 minutes. At the end of 2 minutes, it will be green. At 2.5 minutes, yellow, and at the end of 3 minutes, it would be red. I'm sorry. I think I'm logged in 2 devices. So just to clear the air, kindly pin the one that says timer. The one that says timer is the device through which I'll be displaying the time. The timing cards. So it's a note to all of you, and all the best. Over to you, General Evaluator John.
Thank you, Rashmika. So our second pillar will be our counter, and third pillar is grammarian. So today we combine these 2 pillars to have a big pillar. So to introduce the big pillar, I invite the Toastmaster Nikita to explain about the roles.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster John. I will be forming 2/3 of the tag team, the R counter and the grammarian. Now, my role as the R counter is to note down the usage of certain filler words or crutch words that we all use. It's good if we don't use, but most of us do end up using such words when usually it's when we don't know of what sentence we are going to say next, when you're thinking of something to say. Like for example, I'm doing right now, certain these sort of words come, and we also use certain words which are called filler words. Similarly, like for example, but, so, if, okay, I mean, all these words, they do not add any value to our speech, but and yet we use them just because the reason might be simply that we don't know what we're going to say next, and just to pass the time we use these words. So that is my role as the accounter, to note down the usage of these kind of words, the filler and the crutch words. My role as a grammarian is to, it's actually twofold. One is to note down the good usages of words and to offer any suggestions or corrections if there are any at the end, and this report will be given at the end of the meeting along with the R counters report. And the other one is, the other role as grammarian is to give you the word of the day as well as a phrase of the day, which I'll be doing it right now. So the word of the day that I've chosen is pledge. Let me repeat, the word that I've chosen is pledge. It it means, it's a verb which means to make a serious or a formal promise to do or to give something. Okay, the word is pledge. It's a verb which means to make a serious or a formal promise to give or to do something. And for example, you can, if I have to use it in a sentence, it is, we are asking people to pledge their support for a cause. Okay, or for example, I have been pledged to secrecy. Okay, this you can always use this if you want to avoid revealing somebody's secret. So I have been pledged to secrecy. And this is the word of the day. The phrase of the day is get the ball rolling. Let me repeat. The phrase is get the ball rolling, which basically means to begin, or to begin a process. Like for example, now I'm assuming that Larson is a recent member, just joined, right? Okay. So if I have to use this in a sentence, I can say Larson decided to get the ball rolling and join Inspiron Toastmasters in January or in the new year, like that. Okay, so this is the usage of the phrase to get the ball rolling. I request all of you to at least try. It's not, please don't force yourself. Don't if the word does not if it does not come organically. But I would like all of you to try and use both the word of the day as well as the phrase of the day today in your speeches and also in your future conversations. Thank you. And back to the general evaluator. Yes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nikita. And that's the introduction of the tag team. So I hand over control to Toastmaster today. You're on mute. Yeah.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster John. Uh, Indeed, we all understand the importance of the tag team as Toastmasters. We all have to value our time and the grammar and the ers and ums. Definitely, Larson and Itaf, the new joinees, will make a note of it, and let us all improve the way we start communicating with each other. Let us start, or can I say it this way, the grammarian, let us start the ball rolling for today's meeting. I do not know if I have made the proper sentence there. um, we all we all have pledged every year since we have been in college, schools and colleges, and we have been pledging that we won't do that and we won't do this. I will do get up early in the morning and do yoga. I will be vegetarian all these years. And but what happens after a month? We just we just go back to where we were last year. So I would recommend my first point for this part is mentally prepare for change. We all have to mentally prepare for the change. It's not easy to take any of this change that we plan. So before you absorb this change, just sit back and get ready for this change. You can always take a personal inventory, something like, what has happened, reflect on what has happened last year. Just think about, like, what did I set out to do in the past year? Where did I make progress? Where didn't I see progress? Your resolution may focus on areas that lack progress, but don't forget to savor the progress made and find some small way to celebrate. Those happy feelings are useful. If possible, try to associate them with an object or word related to your accomplishment. Start thinking about the changes you want to implement. Make sure you do the following. Try not to make a big change. Change should be always gradual, and build smaller changes and allow a little room for error. With that note, I call upon my first speaker for today. It is Toastmaster Ishwar Kiran. Toastmaster Ishwar Kiran is evaluated by distinguished Toastmaster Srikant. Toastmasters, Kiran, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Distinguished Toastmaster Srikant sir, if you can please read out the objectives for the project that Toastmaster Kiran has taken. Over to you, DTM Srikant.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Amit. It's my pleasure to be the evaluator for Toastmaster Ishwar Kiran. Now I read out his objectives. One, the purpose of this project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. I repeat, the purpose of the project Toastmaster Ishwar Kiran is for you to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. Two, the purpose of your speech is to share some aspect of previous experience as a pro teach. Toastmaster Ishwar Kiran, these are your objectives. Time given to you is 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmaster Ishwar Kiran, over to you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, dear Toastmasters. It's a real pleasure to be having in this platform where Toastmasters is an international platform, and we really honor this platform. Uh, First of all, I would like to tell is like mentoring is always needed for the individual growth of a protege. Well, gaining for my experience, I had from my personal experience, I had 4 mentors. Let me tell you how a practical mentor is and will be. Example, whatever we call a mentor or a guru in the Hindu philosophy, whatever it is, one and the same. A mentor is a real mentor, good mentor will be always, he will have a wisdom, and he might be already, he's always finished traveling his path and reached the final goal of his field. Like the example which I had is like my personal experience. I had interaction with Osho Rajneesh. I was because it's a practical example for me and how I came up through that level, and briefing about the 4 mentors in my life. Like in one, it is because normally what Rajneesh used to do is he has a set of some small books which will be given 20 rupees, 15 rupees, 25 rupees. In that books, he appeals to the masses, and is once we gain confidence, the naturally his teachings will start moving upon a stage by stage to the different type of books. And in each path, he will gain our confidence, and he will convince us, and he will show the real path to us. A real mentor will not make us dependent on him. He gives the responsibility of ourselves, and he makes us fit to lead by ourselves. And because in Rajneesh, Osho Rajneesh, where he had written more than 3,000 books, and reading his books, and it's real great to be have with him. And well, coming back to the Toastmasters, the same phenomena is applying in here, because normally the here Toastmaster is mentoring is always needed, because the mentor will always be traveled to the path, and he makes the individual protege to come up to that level. And like the second mentor what I had is like, that is my trainer. His name was Mendonza, and he was 31 years experience in 31 experience in marketing field. Presently, he is my trainer also. And what the real mentor I have come to know is like, he crashes, he smashes our ego, and whatever when we because whenever I go to him, I would say, sir, this is the way I want, and sir, this is the, because when I have a marketing plan, example, I had in my sales for last for 10 years, because I have 21 years of experience. 10 years I was in sales, hardcore sales, and it was really really challenge. Sales is a challenging field, and because there is no stability in that field, and in every pathway I went in the sales, I would ask him, sir, this is this is the way I want to, how can I go about, and I need the marketing plan for this. He would make myself prepare. Sometimes he would tell me, don't come to me if you are if you don't go by what I say. And this is the thing I really feel that this is right. And real mentor doesn't make dependent on them. And this is what Osho did for me. And Ramesh Balsekar, he was another second guru like which I had. He was an enlightened guru. He was in Mumbai. Same thing. They don't make us dependent. So what I feel is like, a mentor is also a leader who takes us to the path through his wisdom to reach our goal. And well, in this Toastmasters, what I feel is like, mentoring is like make us to go through the path of strategic path. And I really admire this platform. And basically, what I feel is like, coaching as well as mentoring, these are two sides. I prefer mentoring is the best in Toastmasters. And one more, because I had 3 I've already told to you, and one more mentor what I had is like, he was a guru for me. He used to tell me about through his wisdom, he used to tell me about future. And what I feel is like, all these four mentors what I had, they really don't make us dependent on them, and they enrich us with their ideas, their thoughts, and make us independent. So I am now independent. I'm in a good job, and this is what I have to say about how being a protege, how mentoring is very much needed, because it's absolutely needed. Mentoring is needed very much in every. If you have a good mentor, the less troubles we face, and the reaching success we can achieve it faster, and it may be guaranteed. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kiran. Indeed, mentoring is one of the key elements or the key person in Toastmasters, wherein the mentee always finds a solace to approach to and get all the requirements met by just consultation and just by speaking to the mentor and get all the doubts cleared of the projects. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kiran. Um, Now, moving on to the second speaker, I think we have lost Zena. All right. Generally violator, with your permission, can I go to the next section without wasting time? Let me see
Yes, sure.
if she's getting back. But
Yeah, sure. We can
I'll
continue.
go on to the next section, that is the table topic section. All right.
Yes, yes. It's all
Yes.
right.
So before I introduce to the table topic master, let me just put my second point about the resolution which I wanted to tell you guys. The second point is set a goal that motivates you. Now you would be surprised how often people set goals that are not for themselves. These goals could be dedicated to or told by or dictated by a manager or maybe spouse or a parent or because of a peer pressure. While it's nice to have some external support, but if you don't share the same passion, the resolution has a small chance of success and could even be dead on arrival. To do this, you need to make sure the goal you set is important to you and only you, and that there is value or benefit for you in achieving the goal. It is these two things that will provide the reason and willingness to take action. And this is also known as motivation. So it's like it's your goals, it's your priorities, it's your dream, and it's your aspiration. So you have to have a must do attitude in you and get the ball rolling with the resolution that you have in your mind. With that, now I call upon Toastmaster Royal D'Souza, our table topic master for today. Over to you, Toastmaster Royal.
A very good evening, everyone. So, it's the most favorite session of every Toastmaster, that is the table topics. So, who will be the first volunteer? Okay, Prajwal. So, your topic is which song can be used to describe previous year? You're on mute, Prajwal.
Yeah. Which song can be used to describe previous year? Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Uh, so here I am a musician. I play tabla and I sing sometimes. So, and my career or my music dream started when I heard to a song called as "Crawling" from Linkin Park. It's not necessarily a song which completely tells about positivity, but it started and it points out towards depression and how you come out of depression. The whole song is about depression. So my journey started with that song. I didn't understand it because I was 6 years old, so I didn't understand the song. But I loved the background music and the musicality of the song. I was into rock, so I started listening to them. So now, when I look back to the previous year, I I could relate it to that song because we were down. Everyone was at their low point because everyone were home and there were so many things going in and around. Nothing was certain. What is happening? Everything was uncertain. But in the end of the song, what that song completely depicts is that how you come out of it and how you stand tall in front of everyone. So now in 2021, we are together. So there are positive sides that we are meeting online. We have made, see, if it was offline, we would have never met. I would have not been in the Toastmasters meeting of Inspiron. So this is how we stood tall. After all these negative things, we still are in the positive side and we still are meeting people and we are enjoying it. So that's the positive side and that's how I would like to take over to you. Satya.
That was really wonderful, and a round of applause to Prajwal. So Linkin Park is also one of my favorite band, and Chester Bennington, he was a master at it. He's really good. So who is the next volunteer? Would like to speak next?
Larson, would you want to speak? Try it out. Larson is a new member, so why don't you try?
Okay, so I'll give you an easy one, Larson.
Yeah.
So one New Year resolution which you carry every year.
Okay, so dear Toastmasters and the guests present today, uh, the topic given to me is the resolution that I carry each year. It is difficult to carry each resolution every year because then it wouldn't be a resolution. So then I set this task to myself to to get the ball rolling because I wanted to improve myself and it was my dream, not dream exactly, it was my, uh, I wanted to pursue this to enhance my speaking skills from past 2 years because I had been a guest at the Mangalore Toastmaster, but I couldn't. So this was want something. This was something I wanted from past 2 years. So maybe as a lecturer at a college, it is. I made it a point this year from so many years. So it remained as a resolution for me. I couldn't fulfill it, but this year I, however, made it point that I joined Toastmasters. And one thing I want to continue is like to encourage myself to do something new, of which I am scared to do or try it out. So there won't be any resolution for next year. So I hope I do keep on going with this kind of resolutions one by one. So it will help me as well as one with I'm working around the people around me. So hope I improve on myself also. That's the main objective that why I have joined. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity like this. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Nice. That's wonderful. A round of applause to Mr. Larson. He also used the word of the day, and it's his first meeting. Really good. So, who's going to be the next speaker? Itaf, you're there?
Yeah.
Yes. So, would you like to speak?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if world is coming to an end this year, what are the things you will do?
The world is coming to end. Okay, good morning or good evening, everyone. So if the world is coming to an end, I would like try to be close to the ones who are not and try to forgive them and like go meet each and everyone. Try doing nice things to people, even if they are not. And try to do something new like we have not tried out, like something adventurous. Go travel around the world, eat food, eat nice things. That's it. Yeah, I would like to end this.
Okay. Okay. Round of applause to Ita. So who's the next volunteer? Who would like to
Rashmika?
volunteer next?
Hi. Hi, Amit. Yes,
Rashmika.
yes. I'm here.
Yes,
Yes, yes.
Rashmika. So which is your most memorable New Year?
All right. Thank you, Table Topic Master Royal. And the topic is, which is my most memorable New Year. It happens to be the 2015 New Year. That was the year when there were a lot of plans, and to each one I kept saying that I have another plan, I had another plan, I had another plan, and all of that. But in fact I didn't have any plans, and I really wanted to dodge, I really wanted to sleep. I mean, I didn't want to like party all night or whatsoever. I just wanted to have a normal day. So I kept telling everybody that I had different plans and different plans. I think I said this to 3 or 4 people, and that happens to be my best New Year up to date. And also that year I made a pledge that in case I clear one of my subjects, I would I would quit non-veg for a month. And I chose February because it had very less days. So that was one of the things that I did that particular year. So by and large, I think 2015 happens to be very cheerful for me. And because I mean, on retrospect, I think it was a little bit, I was a little bit mischievous and all of that. So I think 2015 was the best year in my opinion. Over to you, Royal.
Round of applause to Rashmika. Okay, so that's it for today. So I would like to conclude by saying there's a saying that you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your system. So this is one of the most powerful lines which I read from a book called Atomic Habits from James Clear. So it's regarding how we are to build our habits, and why some habits, no matter how much we try, but we can never achieve them. So what's the psychology behind the habit building? So if you want to change something for this year, so I would refer this book, Atomic Habits. It's one of the most powerful books. So yeah, over to you, TM Modi.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Royal, and thank you very much for stepping in at the nth minute of change of plans in the agenda and taking up the role of table topic. Um, um, I have to inform to the members of the club that our very own Toastmaster Jacob Koshi, please pray for him that he gets well soon. He has been tested positive for COVID, and since he is a very delicate person who had a recent kidney transplant, and it's a risky situation for him to have had a positive case in COVID, and he's been taken to the hospital today in the evening. And 3:30, I get a call saying that he wouldn't be able to make it for the meeting. So let us all keep praying for his well-being. Well, I don't think Zena will be able to join us because she's having poor connectivity. I got several calls from her saying that she's trying to reconnect. With your permission, General Evaluator Toastmaster John, um, uh, I would like to start with the general evaluation session and the evaluation session and the reports of the tag team. But before I call on to that, let me uh, put in my third point for resolutions. The third point that I wanted to express is that limit resolutions to a manageable amount. A common mistake in resolution setting is in having too many and you have too many resolutions that you fix. Like, we all know that we want to learn 25 different languages and have like 15 skills and eliminate 5 different bad habits, but we are not superheroes. We only have so much attention span we can dedicate to self improvement. So having too many resolutions is a great way not to achieve the many goals you have set out for yourself. The key here is to understand what your priority is. So, what we can do, it's just 10 days of the first, the new year. Still, you have got time to think of your resolutions. And what you can do is you can take in those the 3M post-its snaps, the papers, the yellow post-its that you have, and write anything you want to accomplish for self improvement purposes on these post-its. Each post-it only gets one tactic or discrete tactic. Place each one post-it on the wall. Go crazy, use as many post-its as possible. Group together similar post-its. Place the topic you feel strongly about at the top of the wall. Put the topics you feel it's not going to work at the least at the bottom, and spend a lot of time thinking about the order of the first 3 post-its. As you might suspect, it's time consuming, but it's worth it to determine what are the things that you can do. I had tried it in my college days, and I had put a chart just in front of my bed. So whenever I wake up every morning, I have this list of 10 items that I have to achieve. So I still have a chart in my office, a board next to me, and I have got my goal. And the company also has got the goals, something like Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4 goals. So I think we all should meticulously plan our goals, plan our resolutions, and move ahead with all the resolutions that we have planned to have and to have a successful 2021. With that, I will call upon the general evaluator for today for the evaluation session. The evaluation section is a part of Toastmasters meeting wherein the prepared speakers are evaluated and they get the feedback from their evaluator, and based on these feedback the speakers can improve their performance in the next upcoming speeches. So over to our general evaluator, Toastmaster John.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amit. So now we have the evaluation session. I already gave an introduction on evaluation before. So we had a first speech by Toastmaster
Ishwar Kiran.
Ishwar. So it is being evaluated by DTM Srikanth. So I invite the evaluator, DTM Srikanth, to give the evaluation of the speech.
Yeah, it's my privilege to evaluate Toastmaster Ishwar Kiran. Toastmaster Ishwar Kiran, your speech was on mentoring. So your body gestures were good. You had a good beginning, you had a good body, and you had a good conclusion. You started with with first of your mentors, that is Osho Rajneesh, and how his preachings on meditation made you a balanced personality, you said, and then you immediately got connected to Toastmasters. So that was very good. So from spirituality to Toastmasters, public speaking. And then you had a mentor, you mentioned Mr. Mendoza. And one of the sentences, what you said, a mentor will travel to past. I think you should have said a mentor will take you to past. Because a mentor is a person who basically shows you the correct way. A coach corrects you. So there's a difference between a mentor and a coach, basically. Then you also said he smashes your ego. I thought it should have been he brings down your ego. Your way of telling was good. You had the right a mixture of words, but certain grammatical, it's not grammatical errors because that will be taken care by the grammarian. But the way you form the sentences, you could have done it better. Then you went on to say that you are from marketing field, which is very challenging, and you connected to your mentor, Mr. Mendoza, by saying that he said, so you went to Mr. Mendoza, and immediately the answer what you got was, he said, don't come to me if you don't follow me. I thought it would have been better if you had said, first follow what I say and then come to me. So that would have been better from the mentor's point of view. First follow what I say and then come to me. Your logical conclusion was there, but the sentence format was not correct. Then you said mentoring is a strategic path. I thought you could have said mentoring makes you a good strategic man. That would have been better. And the third mentor, the name you have not mentioned, you just said that the mentor showed you a future. So, and you abruptly ended there. There was no connect between the first mentor and second mentor and third mentor, showing you how they give you a overall mentoring from Toastmasters perspective. Point number one. Point number two, a pro teach. So did you have a pro teach in your life who could have shown you a right path out of these three? So that you could have made it more clear. Logical conclusion, all right, but the format of sentences, you can make it more better in your next speech. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, TTM Srikanth. So since we had only 2 speeches, should we wait?
Toastmaster Amit, I'll make a move. I have to go. Right? I just have to go. I got some work. I'll just make a move. I hope you don't mind.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, DTM Srikanth, for being the evaluator.
Thank you for inviting me. I'll come once again if invited, surely. But today I have got some important work. I don't want to delay more. Thank you. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you.
Right.
Toastmaster John, you can continue.
Yes. Thank you, DTM Srikanth. So now let's go to the tag team. So now I invite our timer, Toastmaster Rashmika, to give the report of the whole day.
General evaluator. Am I audible?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So the timer's report is as follow. Toastmaster Ishwar took 6 minutes and 20 seconds. Then in the table topics, we had Prajwal with 1 minute and 57 seconds, Larsen with 1 minute and 58 seconds, and I'm sorry, I'm not sure if I'm spelling it correctly. Itaf. It's 35 seconds, and myself, Rashmika, I didn't time myself, so I'm so sorry. Kindly excuse me. And DTM Srikanth took about 3 minutes for his general evaluation. Over to you, Toastmaster John.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashmika. So now I invite Toastmaster Nikita to give the report of as a grammarian and an accountant.
Thank you, Toastmaster John. I will be giving my accountant and grammarian's report together, merged together. The word of the day was pledge, used by the Toastmaster of the day, and it was also used by Toastmaster Larsen. And I believe the evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Srikanth Prabhu, also used it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And I think, yeah, it was used by only these three people. If anybody else used it, please do let me know. And the phrase of the day was used by the Toastmaster of the day and also by Toastmaster Larson. Congratulations to, and thank you, not just congratulations, but thank you to both of you for using this. And I hope these two, the word of the day as well as the phrase, is something that all of you have noted down in here, and you use it in your daily conversations whenever the need arises. Okay, so moving on with my report. We begin with the Toastmaster of the day, who had a good, strong opening and with lots of good phrases. It was almost like a prepared speech. I believe it, I don't know if it was recycled from a prepared speech or it is going to form a prepared speech somewhere down the line, but it was somewhere in the middle. So, and he had a lot of good usages. He mentioned holding them back, mythical gods, to start off with, to take an inventory, savor the progress, key element, find solace. All these were really good uses. These were really good phrases and words. There were a few phrases that might have needed correction. You also mentioned something with that note. It should be on that note, and also you said must do attitude. I believe it's can do attitude. I'm not sure if must do can also be used, but I've heard it as can do attitude. And for my R counters report, you did have a few ers and ums, not really noticeable in the beginning, but later on, as you were introducing people, or as you were trying to find out if Toastmaster Zina would join or not, at that moment, a lot of ers and ums came into picture. And that's actually understandable because it's sort of unpredictable. You're trying to figure out, and it's virtual, so you don't really know if she can join. You have to call her, so all those things, so it's understandable. And you had a few re-repeats, as in you said a sentence, you repeated a few words. So for example, one was really noticeable when you said what I did, and then you moved on. So it's possible that you started off the sentence and you're going to say something else, you forgot, or maybe you changed a track in the middle, and so you had to repeat that. And chances are, if you wouldn't have repeated, nobody would have understood or realized. I mean, not understood, nobody would have realized that you were going to say something else. So it's often that when we repeat ourselves, it becomes noticeable. So I would suggest that you just move on, because you are the authority on what you have written. Nobody knows what you're going to say or what you have written. So if you just move on, nobody would actually notice. Okay, this is with the TMOD coming to the next. Yeah, we'll move on to the speaker. We had only one speaker. Toastmaster Ishwar Kiran also had good usage of words and phrases. Appeal to the masses, stage by stage, phenomenon, strategic planning, enrich us with their ideas. All these are really good phrases. And quite a few suggestions already given by his evaluator. I would just like to say that the word now prodigy it's actually pronounced as prodigy or protege if you want to pronounce it with an accent, but prodigy is it can be pronounced that way. And you had use the word like. In my R counters report, I noticed that you use the word like frequently as a filler word. So this is something that you can keep a note of and improve upon in the future speeches. You also had quite a few ers and ums. The count was over 10, and this is also something that I believe with practice and with practicing the same speech again and again, the number of ers and ums and also the filler words can be reduced. There was one other correction that your evaluator did not, surprisingly, did not catch on. It was, you also mentioned something like coaching and mentoring are two sides, and then you stopped the sentence and moved on to the next sentence. So two sides of something, two sides of the same coin, or two sides of something. So the sentence was incomplete there. And okay, moving on to the table topics, the table topic session. And now here I've not noted down any ers or ums because this is purely an impromptu. You're just learning how to talk impromptu, so it would not be fair of me to note down the ers and ums. I just have noted down the good uses of phrases here, and there were no really there weren't any corrections as such or any suggestions. They were just good phrases here, good words and phrases that were used. For example, musicality. I did not, I actually thought that this was a wrong usage, but I just Googled it, realized it was a right word, musicality. Look back into the previous year, depicting something, stand tall, stood tall, standing tall, all those are variations used. Enhance my speaking skills, dodge the plans, by and large, retrospect, all these were really good uses of words and phrases. The table topic master, however, I would feel comfortable giving you a few suggestions with regards to the R count. So you did have a few ers and ums, and I noticed it clearly because I did not notice any ers or ums in your speech I'm sorry, I did not notice any ers or ums when you took up the same role. I believe it was a few meetings before, and I was the grammarian counter that day. So I did notice a few ers and ums today. But I believe that was because you took on this role at the end, and I think maybe after 3:30. So, but again, kudos to you for taking up the role at the last minute. You still wonderful topics, and you did a good job. And yeah, with the tag team and the evaluator, the timer did have also, timer Rashmik also had good use of words, or phrases more than words. She mentioned clear the air, note to all these were good phrases. And her filler words are, I mean, all right, okay. So these are a few words that she loves to repeat time and again. And she did have a few ers and ums, which were over 10. Okay, the evaluator, I did not notice any suggestions, any corrections as such. He did have ers and ums in his evaluation report. This is it for my grammarian come R counters report. Thank you, and back to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nikita. So let's have a small evaluation of today's meeting. So today's meeting started at 5:37 by our sergeant at arms with a great her voice, and it was like so enthusiastic. And after that, the meeting went to our president, our acting president, Toastmaster Ahmed. He gave a good message on resolutions, and again TMOD takes control of it. And we had our tag teams too. So coming to the tag team, our timer, I would have a small suggestion. It would be better if you evaluate the time all the program. You can time the timing of the president, of the TMOD speech, everything you can time it. Even the general evaluator also, everything. You can time it. It should be good practice if you can do that. And accountant and grammar, she did it very well. She did it very well. She had all things noted from A to B, Z, from the president to every role. Everything was covered. I had nothing else to say about that. And the speeches was very good, and it was evaluated by DTM Srikanth, and in which he said like match the ego. I guess it's like good correct usage. When I Google it, it's fine, like from my point of view. And coming to the, yeah, I guess I covered TMOD. TMOD, he was the what every meeting TMOD is gives life to the meeting. So the meeting carries forward with his energy only. So it goes through it. And I have a small suggestion for in case of R's and ums, what we can do that most of the cases very difficult to like stop the R's as it is. Sometimes we keep on saying R because we do have to fill it there. So it's not necessary to fill it. You can fill it with a pause. Make sure that it's not a long pause. Just fill it with a pause. If you don't get any words, don't say any R or just leave it. Sometimes pauses are more powerful. Sometimes R's become very irritating. I guess I covered all topics, and I have small suggestion on the preparation of the agenda. You can put the word of the day and phrase in agenda so that all the speakers can see this in advance so that they can prepare themselves so that they use for the meeting. Small advice for that. And in the beginning, there is TMOD speech there, right? So you can allot a session for that so that the time is followed in the right manner. So that you don't miss any time gap so that you can end the meeting in a correct time. Today we ended in correct time, but still in sometimes some cases if the speech wasn't missing, sometimes may go beyond the time. So what if you can have the making of practice of having a free slot of time, like 1 minute in between in some role, so that the time go on exceed after the what is documented. Overall, the meeting was very nice. I really enjoyed. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, generally evaluated Toastmaster John. Indeed, we have noted down the points that you have suggested, and we will take note of that the next meetings we will follow the suggestions. Uh, now, since we had only one speaker and one evaluator, there is no point in the voting. However, for the table topics, we had four speakers, and I would want to launch a poll. I request everybody to take 30 seconds and just uh, vote. I think the link would have been received by everyone. Okay, you can take 30 seconds to vote. All right. So I'm ending the polling. So it's a tie. So we have our best table topic speakers, Toastmaster Prajwal and Toastmaster Larson. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay. I would like to have a feedback from the Toastmaster Larson. How was his first day, first experience?
It was good. It was after 2 years that I have again joined as a guest for Toastmasters. However, I will continue. So my experience was good today, though it was a different time because I usually prefer in the morning. So now it's evening. Yeah, it's a good. Hope to see you soon. It's a good experience. I would like to be here, learn from you all, and also improve what I want to improve. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Larson, and we welcome you. Toastmaster Itaf, if I can have a word of
Yep.
feedback.
Sorry.
Can I have a feedback from you?
Hello.
Can I have
It was really good. Yeah, like in fact, I'll be learning soon.
All right. We expect you to be there for the next meeting also. All right. Thank you so much for joining in. Toastmaster Prajwal, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Any feedback that you would like to share for today's experience?
No, no, nothing as such as a feedback, but I really loved Toastmaster Nikita's report. It was very descriptive report, and I had never seen such a report. So that's one.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prajwal. With that note, I would like to adjourn today's meeting. Um, uh, we we have our regular meetings on the second and the fourth Saturdays evening at 5:30. We hope and pray that in-person meetings start soon in the Division F, or maybe or the whole of District 121, because in the personal meetings and the performance that we do on the stage matters a lot. and we become more expressive. And we all have to, uh, we all have taken a kind of resolution this year that we are going to complete a path, maybe a level 1 or level 2 or level 3, 4 or 5. Some um, have taken up the leadership path, and they have gone in to have a resolution that they will uh, bring in more members or bring in more, make in more clubs. So these are all the resolutions that we in Toastmasters take up. So with that in mind, and having said, and all the best to all the Toastmasters around for 2021, I adjourn on behalf of Toastmaster Fiona today's 251st meeting. And um, thank you all for joining for today's meeting. Thank you, Nikita. Thank you, Rashmika. And everyone who have come. Thank you to Srikant and Bharti ma'am who came in. And it was very unfortunate that we couldn't connect Zena. It was her final speech of our level 5. So hopefully our next meeting, which is on the 4th Saturday of January, and we all wait for you. All right. Have a nice evening. Thank you all so much. Goodbye. Good night. Yes, Nikita, you wanted to say something?
No, just want to say thank you. It was a pleasure as always.
Thank you.
Yeah, I do hope in-person meetings it would be safe enough to start in-person meetings, but at the same time we will miss seeing you attending your meetings. So yeah, everything happens for the best.
We can still have online meeting, though
Yeah.
we will be asked to. So at least once a month, or maybe once in 2 months, we can have a special meeting, a special online meeting with all the new friends, which was not possible if it was in-person meeting. All right.
True.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Larson. Thank you so much, Itaf, for joining. Thank you so much, John. Special thanks to Toastmaster Narayan sir for sending us Toastmaster John for today's meeting. Thank you so much. Do convey my regards to Toastmaster Narayan. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Rashmika. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Amit.
Thank you.